You're gonna need to take a road test.
I've been driving since I was 13.
Those are the rules. Next appointment is in 5 weeks.
Sylvester Stallone has dropped a big teaser about Tulsa King Season 3. After Season 2 crushed it with a 100% critic score on Rotten Tomatoes and a solid 79% from audiences, fans were left hanging since the show hadn't been officially renewed. But Stallone just cleared up the mystery by posting a pic of the script on his Instagram, confirming Season 3 is happening. This adds to an already huge year for Taylor Sheridan, who's been behind the scenes of Yellowstone, Lioness, Mayor of Kingstown, and Landman, plus Tulsa King. With all that momentum, it's no surprise this gritty crime thriller starring Stallone is sticking around. While it might take some time for Season 3 to hit Paramount Plus, with all the other projects Sheridan is juggling, this is the first solid update on the series in a while. It's a promising sign. He recently starred in Armor, an action thriller directed by Justin Rout, though it didn't land well with audiences or critics, earning a rough 0% on Rotten Tomatoes and a 33% audience score. Last year, he suited up again as Barney in The Expendables 4, which didn't make a huge splash in theaters, but has since gained traction on streaming platforms. In 2023, Stallone also returned to the Marvel Universe for a brief appearance as Stakar Ogord in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. So to be honest, Tulsa King is the only thing that's going well for him now. The ending of Tulsa King Season 2 wrapped up several storylines for Dwight Manfredi, but left some big cliffhangers. By the finale, most of Dwight's enemies were dealt with. Jackie Ming and Chicky Invernizzi were dead. Cal Thresher had exited the weed game, and Bill Bevilacqua was now a business partner. But just when it seemed like things were settling down, a secretive group kidnapped Dwight, setting up a brand new conflict. This mysterious group isn't the only loose end from Season 2. Several subplots made progress but didn't fully resolve, leaving plenty for Season 3 to explore.
Obligations that wait. And when you went away, Ma didn't have so much as a checking account.
With Sylvester Stallone's recent update hinting strongly at the show's continuation, we can hope the unanswered questions will take center stage in the next chapter. Are the triads coming for revenge after Dwight took out Jackie Ming? It sure seems likely. Dwight's move worked out well for him. He settled things with Cal Thresher, brought Armand back on board, and locked in a deal with Bill. But the triads are notorious for being ruthless, so there's no way they'll just brush off the death of one of their top leaders. Don't be surprised if Season 3 kicks off with a full-on gang war. Even though Dwight buried Jackie's body at Fenario Ranch, the triads will probably piece it together. Jackie's attack on Dwight wasn't exactly a secret, and he might have tipped off his associates about the general. Plus, Jackie wasn't just any guy. He was a big earner for the triads with his weed farm and heroin operation. They wouldn't send someone that high up to the U.S. without a solid reason. With Jackie gone, the triads are almost guaranteed to seek payback. Season 3 will have to dive into how Dwight handles the fallout, especially since he could spiral into a brutal conflict. It's definitely one of the biggest threads the show needs to address. Is Cal Thresher really done letting Dwight run the show? It's hard to believe. In Season 2, Cal Thresher seemed to give up way too easily. Despite being ready to go to war with Dwight over Oklahoma's weed trade when they first crossed paths, Cal handed over his massive weed operation without much of a fight once Jackie Ming was out of the picture. It felt a little too convenient for someone as ruthless as Cal. But the fact that Cal is still alive leaves the door wide open for a comeback. Season 3 needs to address what Cal's next move will be now that Dwight is dominating the weed market. With Dwight's legitimate businesses expanding, it's only a matter of time before their interests clash again. It doesn't seem likely that Cal is just going to sit back and let Dwight take over completely. A character like him, especially with Neil McDonough's standout performance, deserves another shot at taking on the general. If anything, Cal plotting a revenge move could make for some serious drama in the next season. And also, what's Vince going to do with the Invernizzi crime family now that Chicky's out of the picture? Chicky's death at Bill Bevilacqua's hand was a huge twist in Season 2, leaving Vince as the new boss of the family. While this clears one of Dwight's enemies, it raises serious questions about the mob's future. Vince might run the Invernizzi family unopposed now, but his leadership skills are, let's say, less than impressive. and his relationship with both Dwight and Bill is complicated. New York has always played a key role in Tulsa King, and Season 3 has to explore how the Invernizzi family adapts to life under Vince's rule. Chicky, despite his flaws, had experience from his father Pete and kept the mob somewhat steady. Vince, on the other hand, could bring massive changes, and not necessarily for the better. The show will also need to dive into how other New York families respond to Vince's leadership. Can he hold the family together and maintain their power? Or will his inexperience lead to chaos in the city's underworld? Vince stepping into Chicky's shoes could create a whole new layer of tension, especially if rival families see him as an easy target. Season 3 has a lot to unpack here. Will Bill Bevilacqua really be okay with just being Dwight's business partner? Even though Bill got rid of Chicky and got his hands on half of Cal Thresher's weed farm, it doesn't feel like his beef with Dwight is over. There's history there. Bill and Dwight have a deep-seated hatred from the deaths of Carl and Jimmy the Creek, and Bill isn't the type to just forgive and forget. Remember back in Tulsa King Season 2, Bill threatened to kill Dwight once he stopped being a good earner. So Season 3 really needs to explore where Bill's loyalty lies and how long he'll stick around as Dwight's partner. On top of that, Bill's probably not going to be too thrilled with Dwight's new partners, especially the shadowy organization that kidnapped him. This could make their already tense partnership even more complicated. Given Bill's tendency to kill people without hesitation, Season 3 could definitely get even bloodier. The show needs to figure out what Bill's next move will be and how Dwight can keep him in check. As for Dwight and Tina Manfredi, their relationship is in serious need of mending. Tina decided to leave Oklahoma and head back to New York in the wake of Dwight's criminal choices, and that hit Dwight hard. Family means everything to him, so it's clear he won't give up on trying to rebuild that bond. But Season 3 has a lot of work ahead to show whether Dwight can get Tina back into his life, especially after she left because of his lifestyle. Since Tina's departure, Dwight's been working hard on turning things around, from legit business ventures to eliminating threats like Jackie Ming and Chicky. But the new mysterious organization pushing him around could be a real roadblock for getting Tina to come back. It'll be interesting to see if Dwight can convince her or if that group will keep her away for good. Lastly, the biggest mystery going into Tulsa King Season 3 is, of course, who kidnapped Dwight Manfredi at the end of Season 2. While there were a few hints, nothing was clear. The FBI's involvement suggests that Dwight's kidnappers might have government ties, and the location they took him to, along with the operatives' uniforms, points to a secretive organization. But beyond that, the identity and motives of the group remain a complete mystery. What makes this so intriguing is the cryptic message Dwight received from his captors. In the finale, a shadowy figure told Dwight that he was now working for them. Why would such a powerful, secretive group, one that can get classified files from the FBI and break into private homes without warrants, need Dwight? It's a major question that Season 3 will need to answer. Whatever their plan is, it's sure to be bad news for Dwight. Well, that's it. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more updates on this and other exciting upcoming movies. See you next time.